as the title suggests, it is exactly what had happened. A lesbian tried to kill me because I wanted more time for slides. Now, this might sound like absurd, like what the what do you mean? I almost got shot over wanting more time on slides. We'll get to that, but I also primarily want to criticize like Baltimore County. Baltimore County does not do anything about like actual threats, right? But the thing is that like this wasn't more like this was more than just a threat in this situation. Like basically she threatened to call someone, and she actually did call someone, and she looked like she just, she looked like she was an ex-convict ready to just straight kill me because I wanted more time on slides. But like, and before you ask what do you mean more time on slides, basically I'm in driving school, and I wanted, again, more time on a Google slide. I mean, not, it's like, yeah, it is Google Slides. Yeah, okay, so it's like on Google Slides there's like all these different like slides worth of information, and I wanted more time to take notes because I'm the only student who actually cared about the class. Everybody else thinks it's a joke or something, but it's like, that doesn't make sense. Why did you pay $350 to go to school to not learn? But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. For right now, we're going to be talking about, like, again, the lady. So now we're actually going to talk about the woman. Now this is the funniest part. So before the class started, she arrived there earlier than me, which is unusual because I've been there consistently every day, being the first person there, and I'm always like 30 minutes early because I don't want to miss anything, and I usually review before I ever like do anything, and then I talk to my partner. So yeah, before then I had a little bit of a sinking feeling. I'm like, there is something wrong here. But let's also go back to yesterday. Now, at the end of yesterday, this same person complimented me on my intelligence, saying that, like, oh, I could be a doctor, or I could be, like, a teacher, because I just know so much. And this isn't to hype myself up or anything, but that's, again, in direct words, what she said. So this is more of, like, a, altercation for nothing. And also, do note of her age, she is 31. Okay, she is 31 years old, and I am like significantly younger than that. Okay, now we're gonna go back to yesterday. Okay, now again, the day before yesterday was the time she complimented, and then the day after was the altercation. Now at around 7:55. Okay, actually let's talk about the events predating that. Right, so like I'd say around 6:35, around 6:35, because that's when attendance is over, right? And we actually start doing the information. So at around 6:35, she was very like, before she even came here, because again she was the first one, she was very irritative, right? Like she was having a bad day because she was in relationship issues with somebody because they were ungrateful for her being like her presence, and like she was saying like, oh, I ain't gonna yada yada yada, I've been doing all this for you, yada yada yada. Like I was eavesdropping on the phone because again I'm paying attention to my surroundings, right? I already understood the reason why she was irritative, and then I also understood that she had a group of people that surrounded her and was more so biased to her regardless if she's right or wrong. And this is going to be mentioned later on, but I'm like, something's definitely odd. And then one of her friends came there, like sat on, because again she sits on the front desk, because there's 8 desks total, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, and there are, let me think, yeah, she was there. So basically the group that they sit together, I used to sit there for one day, but I immediately like sat back because they were cheating, and cheating is for losers. Like they were on their phones, they were like talking to each other, conversing on the answers, and then again, cheating, you can't do that. So I left from that area. So they all sit on the first 2 rows on the right. So it was one person, the lady, her name, I don't think I should redact it. Her name is Jasmine. So yeah, Jasmine sits right here. And then another person sits onto the right, Demetrius. I don't know the lady's name that sits below them, but there's, again, 3 people that sit there on the first 2 rows. So yeah, the first 2 rows, and she was irritated because I kept asking for time on slides, right? Like every single time when I asked, oh, could I take more time to write this down? The teacher was like, oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. And then, like, she was just very upset because she was trying to rush everybody. And the teacher said, you can leave early if you want, but I would mark you absent. This was set at 7:15. This was set at 7:15. I remember the time. 7:15. I checked my phone when he said that. It was 7:15 at that point. And she was like, what do you mean you can mark me as absent? I was sitting here the whole time, doing my stuff for the whole time, and she was like very upset because when you are absent in this class, you have to pay $20 for, no, $30, no, $20 for the class itself that you missed. And then you also have to pay an additional fee because you have to re-unlock your unit test. So you have to retake the class. And she was very upset at that threat. It wasn't a threat. It was, again, the consequence of your actions. You wanted to leave early. You can obviously, you know, have to deal with the consequence of leaving early. But she's upset at the fact that there's consequences to her actions. Now, we're going to get a little bit more further into that because, trust me, that's going to get further, more complicated in the future, which probably is like 4 minutes from now. But, yeah, after he said that, she was very angry. And her anger is more so like a projection of her insecurities onto me. And she thought she could bully me, right? She was like being irritative towards me. And I'm like, no, that's just not gonna happen. Because I've been bullied a lot in my life. And it's like, I'm not gonna let this person, this disgusting being, like, I feel alienated. I feel like I'm an outcast to these people. I'm far above these people. And I don't want to say this out of ego. I'm saying this out of pity and sorrow. They don't understand basic words. And they're like 20 to 30 years older than me. All of these people, they're just so stupid. All they want to do is just eat. They want to eat, smoke weed. A guy, actually 3 people, were high in the classroom the whole time. And then Jasmine was vaping the whole time too. I'm way above these people. I'm the only one with good grades in the class. Even the teacher said I'm the only good student. I'm genuinely disappointed. I'm not, like, angry. I was never angry with her. I was genuinely disappointed. I felt like a bird watching over the grass, the ground, but it's like the ground is all charred. Buildings destroyed, everything. And it's like, I can't just sit here and watch such sorrows. I can only lament on it. It's absurd. I'm just way above these people, and I'm just looking down. I'm just like, it's so pathetic. All I could do was laugh, because it's actually that pathetic. And then around 7:44, she got very irritated with me, so she started saying some, like, she started insulting me, and I'm like, yeah, right. And she's like, oh, you think you're smart? And I said, I know I am. I'm far smarter than everyone in this class. You said that yourself. These guys call women bitches. Call them females. Like, and then I had to explain to them, like, that's disrespectful. And you might be like, how is calling a woman a female disrespectful? I mean, it should be obvious. You're not referring to them as a person. You're referring to them as their sex. It's degrading the person to basically the sex. That's all you think about. Some people don't actually do that for that reason, but again, it's better to understand respect than to, again, immediately cast it outside of the window because you don't agree with it. But that's just how you treat women. You should always treat women with respect. And, you know, it's kind of absurd. But then also, they were like, oh, you're a man, and she's a woman. Trying to push this, like, gender dynamic onto me. But first off, I never told them. I was like, you know, I'm gonna flash the word on the screen because I can't, you know. But yeah, so it's like strange Because you're being sexist now. We're like, oh, she's a woman and you're a man, and I'm just like laughing at her and that's irritating her. Stop being so funny. Right? Because I mean, like, I can't, like, you know, you're threatening to like handle me because I wanted more time on a Google slide. What the fuck? How is that not funny? But I'm like, and then this one guy, his name was Demetrius, like I said before, and he was like, oh man, I saw a lot of people get killed over nothing. But you go to help the same person that was trying to kill me because I wanted to get more information out of a slide. What? Now, what fucking side are you on, buddy? And then, actually, no, we're gonna get to that in a second. But again, 755 hits. Actually, no, 750 hits. And she just starts going on her phone, and she says, "You know what? I'm gonna get somebody to handle you. You think you smart and you know everything? I'm going to make an example out of you. I will get somebody to get you blown." These are entirely what she, like, direct quotes from what she said. In the most ghetto way possible. And then also, it's like, if you say such slang to me, I already know you're not as intelligent as me. I don't use slang like that. Actually, I barely even use slang. I have not even used the word nigga in the entirety of that classroom. And I've only said probably 2 swears, and the only time I've actually used a swear was to show disdain for the fact that I did not get 100% on my class. Instead, I got a 90. You are literally worthless.
You are a worthless bitch ass nigga.
And then she said, I know people that could kill you. I know people too, you dumb bitch. You know I'm smart as hell. I'm so smart. But how are you so stupid to believe that I don't have people too? Really? Like, what's wrong with you? And then everybody got upset at me because I'm the one who called my parents? Because she called her girlfriend to kill me? What the fuck? But it's because she's a woman that she's able to do that. What? What the fuck are we talking about? What? I have no fucking clue what we're talking about here. Nothing. Like, it's absurd. What the fuck? Like, that's the only thing I can say to that. And then she got up and tried to hit me. So I'm just sitting still. I'm like, my hands were shaking, dude. Because I have this issue with myself where, like, I have like a personality disorder, and it starts with adrenaline. If somebody tries to hurt me, I get like an adrenaline boost, and it's so fucking strong that it's like it shakes my hands like crazy. And I'm fighting against the adrenaline, fighting against this disorder, trying not to hurt her. And you know, I'd rather like just talk it out than to fight. There's nothing good with fighting, but I really wanted to. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was just something in me that was saying, let her hit me. But thank God she was just all talk, like all bark, no bite. Because another thing, again, actually, let's go further on in the timeline. We're at 7:55. I text my mom. I'm like, I'm being threatened. Could you come over here a little bit quicker than usual? And they came here at 8. They were like out of town, and then like was like, oh shit, my son's being threatened. Came here at 8. And yeah, the thing about my mom is she's a bit crazy. I don't want to go too deep into detail because I don't want her to get flack for anything. But you know, this was just, it was absurd. We got a hood rat and a hood rat fighting. And by the way, before you say, did you just call your mother a hood rat? She called herself a hood rat. Okay, like while she was there, she called herself a hood rat. She says, I used to be in those streets. She actually was in those streets. I lived in a ghetto area too. I still live in a ghetto area, but she lived in something way worse than I did. Okay, she knows some shit. So for this woman, her girlfriend of Jasmine's, to like stand up and try to fight my mother, Okay, again, let's advance a little further down the timeline. Her girlfriend arrives at 8. No, not 8. 7:55. 7:55, her girlfriend walks in. I call my parents, and my parents arrive at 8:15. And everybody was like laughing at me because I called my parents. But the thing is, nobody laughed or was on my side when the girlfriend was here, ready to kill me, right? But they were upset when my parents got here. Everybody, including the girlfriend. Why? And they all said collectively, it's because I'm a man and she's a woman. Collectively, they all said that. And here's something funny as well. There's this one guy. He's very old. Okay, I would say like he's 40. He did say he was 40. He was 42. This person, 42 years old, said, "Oh yeah, nah, man, she's a man. No, she's a woman, and you're a man, dude." And I'm like, dude, you weren't even here. You in the fucking restroom. He said, "Oh yeah, my fault." Like, yo, can we just? I don't like. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to cut that part out of the video. But some of these people don't deserve to breathe. You are literally a mouth breather. You have like three teeth in your mouth. 3 teeth in your mouth. You are disgustingly unhygienic. She was also disgustingly unhygienic. She was all in my face and her breath like stank, dude. It's like, oh, I almost puked. That shit almost, oh, that shit so nasty, dude. Her breath was so bad. That lesbian no, I'm joking. I'm going to cut that out. Dude, that was some fucking crazy shit. And then like after like 8, when everybody, I got up and I'm like, okay, can, like, you know. And then the guy called me, and he, like, again, I sat back down, and the guy called me. It was like, Jasmine and, let's just say, like, MJ. Yeah, call me MJ. Actually, no, no, that's a dead name. You can just call me M. Yeah, how about M? So, they're like, M, come over here. And I'm like, okay. And I'm the one who got up quick, dude. I got up fucking fast as shit. And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm sitting here. And her girlfriend out in the like sitting in the chair, and I looked at her intently. I stared at her. I was waiting for her to do something. I stared her right in that fucking soul of hers, and then I walked right past her. She did not do a damn thing. Stared that bitch straight in the fucking eyes. I said, do something, bitch. Stared her right in the fucking eyes. That's what happened. Dead ass serious too. I again walked right past her. Did nothing. Nobody was there to help me. Nobody was there to save me at that time. I walked right past her. Nothing. All they could do was intimidate me and do nothing. I got up and they did nothing. These guys are cowards. All they can do is use weapons of violence. So they can do what? Bully other people. And guess what? I wasn't the person to be bullied. I wasn't having it. I'm not going to get bullied because I want to further my education. I know you're stupid, but I never flaunted that in your face. I never told you were stupid. And the funniest part was I never insulted her throughout the whole process. I didn't even use a swear word. I didn't say nigga. I didn't do anything. She insulted herself. And then she went over to the people because, again, after I finished talking to the guy, he told me to go back and sit down in the class. And then they got Jasmine. And Jasmine said, oh, he called me a dyke, a skank, and a stupid whore, and a bitch. And, you know, he said, like, my mama gay. Like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't say any of that. I didn't even use the word nigga. And she said I was calling him and calling her a nigga and all that different stuff. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I did not say any of that. You can hear just from the way I talk. I'm like John White guy. I have not, like, you know, I didn't even, like, I didn't shout, I didn't yell, I didn't raise my voice. I'm perfectly fine. I'm calm, collected. And it's just absurd that, like, I'm the one who has to deal with this. The teachers were upset too. They're like, I'm so sorry about this. Because you're the one, because again, we called the police and both of them left before the police arrived. And the police couldn't do anything anyway. Because legally in this area, in the county, you're not capable of arresting somebody over a threat, even though she has a history of being a felon. And she actually came here armed to kill me. And there was footage showcasing the fact that I did nothing wrong, but there was also evidence of her vaping, one, which is illegal in the classroom. You're not allowed to vape, you're not allowed to do drugs. She was high in the classroom. And then also there's the message, like the audio of her saying, oh, I'm gonna go get someone to get you blown. And I'm gonna make an example out of you. That was on audio. And they couldn't do nothing with that. Right? Which is absurd. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So what do you want me to do now? And the school, because the police officer told the school, and they're like, I mean, we can't really do much of anything. The school can't give them give us her name, but I know her first name is Jasmine. I will be definitely searching that stuff up later. But yeah, man, it's absurd. This is not like a story, a fib. This is like what actually happened. I'm gonna request the footage from the school. Yeah, that's basically what had happened. And you know, it's absurd. Like, they tried to fight my mom, they tried to fight me, even though they actually didn't. They were like scared as shit. Like, Jasmine, and not the girlfriend. The girlfriend was terrified of me, and for some reason she didn't want to fight me. But Jasmine was trying to fight me the whole time. Her breath fucking stank. Oh my god, dude. Like, I can just remember the smell. It smelled like straight cigarettes. Well, actually, it was vape. But it smelled like straight cigarettes. And it was like, you know when somebody hasn't brushed their teeth in like 3 days? 3 to 5 days? Days. Wait, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? Days, right? 3 to 5 days. That's like, what? Like, the fucking stank-ass breath, dude. Like, holy shit, that stank. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically what happened. And I didn't do anything to provoke her. Like, again, she was trying to bully me, and I'm like, I'm not having it, dude. But yeah, that's about it. Lesbian tries to shoot me over trying to further my own education, which is hilarious, right? That's actually absurd. But I hope you guys like enjoyed this story. It's not like fake by any means. I want to reiterate that again. I'm not the person to lie and make up sort of like gay ass Reddit stories. Like, this is dead ass what happened. And dude, it was so funny, man. Like, and then the fact that the whole class turned against me because I was the one who wanted to further my own education. I came to the school to learn. Like, what the fuck? How is that even possible, man? But yeah, dude, if you spend money for school, please actually want to learn. I can't even believe this has to be a moral of the story. And what I learned from all of this is nothing.